Hello, good morning. I hope that you're all well and you've had a good week. Yesterday in the United Kingdom, we had the hottest day of the year. It was a scorcher yesterday. And our website was very hot yesterday as well, with everybody purchasing Words of Wisdom, a compendium of needlework projects. I was so pleased that we had enough to go around. At the time of starting this video this morning, there's 30 something boxes still available on the website. So if you would like to secure a box, they are there at this moment. When we did Letters for Europe, I really didn't think that we would sell 600 boxes, and I was so worried that I was going to have all these boxes left over, and it really took me totally by surprise when they sold out within hours. And I felt awful for all the people who wanted a box and couldn't get one, and that's why we've done another red box this year, and we did more red boxes. I think that we've judged the numbers correctly. So I hope that everybody who wanted one has managed to get one. Our website, our IT guy was absolutely amazing. The box was to go live at midday, and when we went on at 5 minutes to noon to live the product, there was over 700 people on the website, and they were constantly refreshing their page so that they could pick up the moment that the product came up. At one stage, there were 1,000 people per minute hitting our website. I'm really thrilled with how it all held up, and our IT guy, I owe him a drink, that's for certain. He worked all day monitoring the site, making sure that things ran as smoothly as possible. Last night, I posted on social media, has anybody twigged? And twigged in the UK means realise, guess, what Words of Wisdom is abbreviated to. And Words of Wisdom is WOW. And when you receive your red box and you open it, I hope that you will have lots of wow moments. I really do. Myself, Lisa, Linda, and the Contented Stitcher, we've poured our hearts and souls into this box to make it special. So yeah, what's in this box is enough projects to keep the average stitcher busy for 12 months. And I just wanted to say that don't expect another red box off me in 2024. I did this one so that we could make it up to the people who couldn't get Letters for Europe. We probably will do another box in the future, but it's not going to be sort of a regular or annual thing. It's when the moment is right. Next year, Ray is captain at the golf club, and I have to support him. There's certain responsibilities that the captain's wife has. So next year is going to be a year when I'm supporting my husband. He's normally supporting me. That went off the subject a bit, didn't it? Okay, so I thought this video can be a red day video. I've got my red shoes on. Now I haven't got any red current stitching to show you because I have not laid one stitch since I've got back from Arizona. I have been pulling a minimum of 12 days working, packing every day, 7 days a week. Some days I've gone many more hours than that. My feet and my hips and my back really know it. But what I can show you are 2 framed red projects I completed some time ago, and Ray went to the framers this week and picked up for me. He picked up quite a few samplers, but these 2 red samplers I want to show you. I absolutely adore them, and they're already hung in my red room. And that is Marta, a Hungarian sampler, and Maggie, a South African sampler. They're gorgeous, they really are adorable. And I've hung them so they are together on my sampler wall. I just somehow, they go together so well in my mind, and you know, I stitch one after t'other. So yeah, I need to find time to put the booklet together for these. My workload for the next 2 months, well, 2.5 months, is very, very heavy. I've got the Great British Sampler Weekend coming up now in the next, 2.5 weeks. And then after that, I've got my workshop at Hobby House, which I'm very, very excited about. And I've got to do all the final packing of the red boxes. It's a mammoth job. I think I learned a lot from Letters of Europe about how to process things, so I hope that it goes smoothly. And the expected shipping date of the red box is November 15th, but if I can, I will start shipping earlier than that. I'll try my best. Okay, so continuing in the red theme, I had 3 samplers come this week. Well, I had more than 3 samplers come this week. I actually had a very, very special sampler that was personally delivered by the auctioneers. When I bought this sampler and we went to arrange shipping, the owner of the auction house spotted our address, and they were coming down this last week to stay in this area, and they said they would bring it down to me, which was wonderful. It's the most stunning sampler. Maybe in next week's video I'll show you it. I just haven't had chance this week to sort of study it properly and get it in my mind. But what I did study, because I'm in a red frame of mind, is this sampler. Isn't that delicious? That's going to look so, so beautiful. I see this in Soie 103, 664, which is one of my favourite reds, and I think this ought to be on Pamplemousse possibly, or Just the Ticket by Tabby Cat. We shall see. It's a very, very elegant sampler, and it was stitched by Denise Dubois, I believe, which sounds French, but I think this sampler would be beautiful to hang alongside Brigida. There's something about this that reminds me of the elegance of that Italian red sampler. The next red sampler that came was stitched by Hannah Frances Gower. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? It's absolutely delicious. Really, really lovely. Oh gosh, look at that light reflecting. I changed my light for recording these videos, and unfortunately I get that. I'm sorry. There's so much about this sampler that I adore. It's got lots of 4-sided stitch, which is a stitch I very much enjoy working. It's got some eyelets, and then it's got one of my favourite verses, Jesus permit thy gracious name to stand. And it's got the full verse in there, which makes it that little bit more special. It was stitched in 1840. So beautiful. Can't wait to stitch that one. And then the other red sampler that came is Louise Vilvoorde. Gosh, I'm no good at pronouncing foreign names. Isn't that beautiful? I thought that would hang very beautifully with Carmel Azzopardi. And talking of Carmel Azzopardi, oh my gosh, she has been so, so popular. I've been blown away by the number of people who have purchased the booklet or downloaded the PDF. There's one thing I wanted to mention that I forgot when I was talking about the box. I don't want to harp on about the box, but this was the project bag that Stitch Folk did for Letters for Europe, and they have done a special project bag for Words of Wisdom. If you go to the Stitch Folks website, not Etsy store, their website, they have them there. Now, it's a limited edition. Barry only has a set number of mounts because she's had to get the fabric in specifically for this project. But this, project bag is all Barry's project bags are extremely lovely. They're so well made, they're so sturdy. These are very special high-end project bags. When you see the project bag that she's done for Words of Wisdom, just look at that zip. It's a chunky gold zip that's edged in red. You could just imagine a Victoria Beckham dress with that zip running up and down the back of the dress. It's delicious. I put a Victoria Beckham shirt on today. But I thought, what shirt shall I wear today? And this project bag's been very much on my mind. So I thought, I'll wear a Victoria Beckham shirt. Go along. I don't know if Barry's got many left. I suspect there's only a few of the one for Words of Wisdom available. Okay, so some letters. Do you know, more letters arrive every week. The pile isn't going down, it seems to be going up of the letters. This is a beautiful card. And inside it says, a letter to a friend from Kentucky. Dear Nicola, greetings and warmest thoughts to you, dear friend. I hope this finds you well and in good spirits. Thank you so much for adding me into the receivers of the Letters for Europe box. It is so lovely and such a treasure. I will look forward to adding these sweet samplers to my wall. God bless you always, dear Nicola. I will see you in Swindon. Love and lots of kisses. I can't wait to see you either. Got a big hug for you. The other card I'm going to read today is the beautiful Anne Johnson. And inside there is this beautiful bookmark. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Really lovely. Oh, hello, Hugo. You can come and say hello. Because it's always Bertie that says hello in the videos. Are you going to come and say hello? Come on. Here we are. Come and say hello. Oh, what have you been up to? We've got some people staying in one of the cottages that's got a dachshund, and the dachshund keeps on barking, so the dogs have been sort of looking. They've been very good boys though, they haven't barked back. Oh, we've got both of them now. Here you go, Bertie. Oh dear, oh dear. Don't worry, don't worry. Bless them. Samplers do bounce. Anyway, this bookmark says, friendship is like a book, once opened, that can never be closed. Isn't that true? It really, really is. I have some wonderful friends, and I really appreciate the friendship from my long-standing and close friends, and the friendship that all of you offer me, so thank you. Anyway, let's read the card. Dear Nicola, I wanted to spend a few months stitching these amazing samplers before sending off a card to you. What a very special box of blessings you have shared with us. I cannot express with enough words how special this has been. What a creative idea that has brought joy to many stitching hearts. And then there's a lovely red heart. I know how frustrating the process was to get these all wrapped up, processed and mailed out. Thank you for giving so much of yourself, your time and your energy. What you and your fellow stitching support team do is appreciated in too many ways to count. I was born with spina bifida, a congenital birth defect, and since I never had use of my legs, cross stitch has always meant so much to me. Having that creative diversion of stitching enabled me to redirect my concentration off my pain and refocus to what abilities I still had. Good for you. A positive life, it brings many rewards. I've been a genealogist for almost 30 years now, and the way that you have been able to bring in this combination of legacy, restoration, artistic beauty, and education of history into our lives with these reproduction samplers is absolutely priceless. You have awakened a passion for both history and art in a way I didn't know was possible. Thank you so much for your hard work in preserving such treasures of history and offering all of us to be a part of it through the patterns of hands across the sea samplers. I'm not able to travel long distances for retreats, so your website and Flosstube episodes help me feel a little connected to such a wonderful community. God bless and be good to yourself. Thank you so much. You are very much part of this community. We all are. This community is only as good and as rewarding as each one of us makes it. It's what we all put in that makes it so special. Do you know what? When I started cross-stitching, it was such a solitary pursuit, but social media has changed all of that. You know, first of all, we had like Yahoo forums, then we had blogs, then all of us mature ladies discovered Facebook, and then we've got Instagram, and then we've got Flosstubes, and all of a sudden this is not solitary at all. You know, it's so buzzy and active, and you know, it doesn't matter how many times that you log in to Instagram or Facebook during the day, there's always new posts where people are sharing their work. Some of the people who are staying in the cottages here this week, the lady yesterday, because it was such a beautiful scorching hot day, she sat outside the cottage under a parasol and she knitted all day. And at the end of the day, when I was taking the dogs out for a walk, I stopped and I said hello, and I said, I've seen that, you know, you've been busy all day. Can I ask what you're knitting? Oh, and she was so pleased, her face lit up, and she started to show me what she was knitting. And it was a rucksack, or a backpack for a child in the shape of an elephant. And it was absolutely adorable. Anyway, it turned out that through Facebook and sharing her needlework, that she'd started a business knitting things, which she took orders for. Do you know, social media have enabled so many of us to, you know, really turn our craft and our skills and our artistic creative abilities into something. I think that every time we stitch a project, we are leaving a legacy behind us. It's a wonderful thing, so rewarding. Anyway, I did say that this wasn't going to be a long YouTube. I've got lots to do today. I've got to do some packing, and not packing for hats, but packing for Ray and I. We've got a really exciting week ahead. On Tuesday, we go to Wales to see our daughter, son-in-law and grandchildren, which we are really looking forward to. Then on Wednesday, we travel up to London. I feel very fortunate that on Thursday, we've been invited to a very special preview of the Chanel collection at the V&A. And after the preview of the exhibition, we're going to have a dinner at the V&A. It's something that's very exciting, and I will share some photographs on social media if we're allowed to take photographs. And then the other thing I'm doing, I'm going to go and see the Contented Stitcher. Ray and I are going to spend some time with her and her husband. We all get on so well that we're really looking forward to that day together. So it's going to be a couple of days that are very busy. It's a long drive. We'll be on the go all the time, but it will be a lovely break, just to change to our normal routine. Okay, I hope that you have a good week as well. Thank you again to everybody who's bought the red box. You're amazing. You always surprised me about your enthusiasm for Hands Across the Sea samplers, productions, reproductions, projects. So thank you very much. Stay safe, stay well, and if God is kind, I'll be back next Sunday with another Flosstube. Bye-bye.